Hi, Rlx 1.6 is the fifth major Reliq update in the last 6 months. It introduces a set of focused improvements designed to make working with ideas faster, more flexible, and more connected to the outside world. In 1.6, we can now import standard MIDI files from the outside world directly into Reliq's clips. We can bring in material from a DAW or other tools and immediately work with it inside Reliq. To move files in and out of Reliq, connect Reliq's USB host port to a Mac or a Windows computer. Download the latest 1.3 Reliq updater, open the application and enter transfer mode. Here we get direct access to the internal structure: clips, projects, instrument definitions, MIDI files and grooves. Through here we can back up projects, load custom instrument definitions, import standard MIDI files and custom groove files for the groove MIDI effect. To import a MIDI file, let's click on the MIDI clips button. This will open a file browser window where all exported MIDI clips from Reliq projects are available. The clips are stored per project and per track. For example, let's go to this demo project, track 1. Here we can get clip 1 from track 1 and we can import it in any software or device that supports MIDI files. To import a MIDI file from outside Reliq, we can go to the user imported folder. Create a new folder called Session 2 or any other name that might help with organizational workflow, and then we can just drag and drop the custom MIDI file in. After we are done, we can just press the Done button on the updater and all of our files are now in Reliq. Back on the clip page, we can now import this file into any Reliq clip. We can open the settings pane by pressing the settings encoder on the clip page, and then we can import the file from the list under User Imported, Session 2, and here is our custom clip. We can also export clips from Reliq in the same way by clicking the encoder above the Export MIDI clip label. We can even export all clips in this project by pressing the Shift button and the Export All MIDI Clips encoder. Now that the clip is in Reliq, we can use any other tool to continue shaping the idea. Let's switch this to melody, and maybe let's add a monogroove for a bass line. Now we got something moving. With a new import and export clip function, we can also import clips from other Reliq projects, making it easier to reuse and to reorganize idea. When a clip is imported from another Reliq project, all track settings and information are transferred together. Let's load a simple drum groove in this case. Let's go into rhythm ideas. Track 7, simple groove. In Rlx 1.6, Reliq also gets a new sequencer parameter for ratcheting. Each step can be repeated multiple times within its duration, allowing for faster subdivisions and more detailed rhythmic patterns. This makes it easy to move from simple sequences to more expressive and dynamic rhythms, or experiment with groove files for fills, rolls and outbeats. The ratchet parameter defines how many times a step or voice will repeat within its duration. The ratchet parameter is available for a full step in the main sequencer page in parameter log, or for a single voice on the piano roll page. A new piano roll page called Ratchet is also introduced. In this page, the encoders are directly mapped to the ratchet value of each step for fast and performative ratchet exploration. Ratchets are also compatible with MIDI effects like groove or arpeggiator, allowing for more experimentation in rhythmic ideas. Through ratchets, we can explore grooves and rhythmic patterns quickly and on the fly, for drums, percussions, or even melodic and harmonic material. Together with ratchets, Rlx 1.6 brings an expanded trigger list. As always, trigger conditions are accessible through parameter logs or by the trigger piano roll plates. For example, a 4 out of 4 trigger means that this step or voice will play every 4th cycle in a 4th cycle pattern. Together with this improvement, on Rlx 1.6 we get also a new improvement on chord mode that now supports per degree chord configuration. Each step in a progression can have its own chord structure and its own set of alternation. For example, we can modify a simple chord, adding a 30 version. Now this chord is also mentioned in the screen and it has the third inversion stored. If we go on another chord, we see that the inversion returns to normal, so we can store a different inversion here too. Chord names are now also shown on the display, making it easier to follow and organize progressions. With this update, the improved chord layout brings more detailed harmonic control and more varied progressions directly from the grid. This provides a general overview of Rlx 1.6, adding a set of focus tools for moving between environments and shaping ideas in more detail directly on Reliq. The full list of changes and additional improvements not covered here are as always available on the Reliq manual.